Hi everybody and welcome to another video. As you guys can probably see, I am in Virginia. I'm in Northern Virginia, just outside of the Washington, D.C. area, and I'm staying with a buddy here for a while. His name's Fraggle. He's actually in one of my earlier videos. He was in my gear oil change video from a long time ago. But we just fixed the vacuum leak on my supercharger. It was indeed the brake booster hose, which maybe this will focus on, is way back there. It was just not seated correctly. That was my bad. That was my side of the engine, so I'm the one that messed that up. But we did test it. That was leaking, and we did fix it, tested it, and it's good now. So that's awesome. I'm happy to have that resolved. The other big thing that I wanted to go over real quick is my seats. As you guys know, I have a set of Cobra Nogaro seats, and they are very different than the factory seats. They are not adjustable except for when you first mount them in. You have the hardware bolts that actually changes the angle that it's positioned, but once it's in there, all you've got is a slider to move it back and forward. So this is one of the things that I was worried about, but it turns out they were awesome on the drive. I had zero issues whatsoever with seating comfort during the 12+ hour drive that I had from Florida to Virginia. So I'm going to be up here for a few more days before I carry on. I'm actually going to be going to Potomac Cars Coffee over in Maryland, and that's going to be an event where I'm going to be seeing a lot of friends I haven't seen in a long time, so I doubt I'm going to be doing much videoing while I'm there, but I'll try to get some walkthroughs, and if I do manage to do that, I'll put them in right now. Good morning. So I am on my way to Potomac, Maryland for a Cars and Coffee. The big one that used to be up in this area was Katie's. That was a coffee shop. Well, it is a coffee shop that used to host Cars and Coffee. There was some drama apparently over the last year or so, and the event stopped happening. It got canceled by the host. I don't know exactly what was going on with that. Don't really care. But I'm going to Potomac today to do this one. I've got a few friends that are going to be there, which is why I'm going. I got invited out to that. This morning it was -1 degree Celsius, so 27 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe, looking at two different thermostats. The first time I've dealt with freezing temperatures since moving to Idaho almost 3 years, moving to Florida almost 3 years ago, which was an interesting thing because I had to go through a whole different process for getting my car up and running and me moving this morning. The other thing was that the freezing temperature kind of loosened up a few things. You know, the whole, maybe I'm exaggerating it, the whole heating and cooling, expanding and contraction of materials. I haven't had this happen in this car, and this is a 2007, so it's fairly old, and it's got almost 87,000 miles on it. Just this morning, the vent on the dash underneath the windshield started rattling like crazy, so I think that may be an artifact of the cold weather. I also had to reset my window again. I made a video about that not too long ago about having to pull the fuse to fix that. I had to do it again this morning. I don't know if that's because my door modules are failing, which is what I suspect anyway, or what, it's my passenger door if either of them is failing. So maybe the cold is exacerbating that, maybe it's just coincidence, but it's been sort of one of those, wow, back to the real world. We're not, you know, living the cushy life in Florida anymore. So this should be fun, but I'm looking forward to seeing all my friends. I've gotten to see a bunch of them over the last couple days that I've been up here so far, and I'm going to be here for several more days, I think, to see as many people as I can before I head out west.
This wrap cost me $7,000.
I have to give it to Eugene. He has a knack for making things work. So the shoddy ass wrap is actually something he did in the parking lot of the dealership so he can get this car back from New Jersey yesterday, and today it's getting rewrapped. So as silly as it is, I have to give him a hard time, but it is functional and it is temporary. You just bought it?
I did. I've had it for less than 24 hours.
I thought you were going to get a Volvo for your mom and you came back with a 911 Turbo.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Ben knows a thing or two about Porsches. What do you think of this one?
This car's amazing. It's a serious car.
Can you like keep the overboost on by default?
You keep on hitting it, but you can tune the car, and the car's always on overboost, of course. But that would be aftermarket, and that would void the warranty.
Hello? I don't even know if we're all in the shot. The last time I saw you was in Japan.
And then we all got the Rona. We brought it to the States.
How long has it been?
Okay, so next up, I am going to be heading to Tennessee, and then off to Texas, and then to Arizona, and then I will be in Idaho. So if you guys want to follow along for the trip, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you like what you're seeing, please hit that like button because it does help with the YouTube algorithms. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.